Hello there guys and welcome back to 100% Chelsea for my preview of the Liverpool vs Chelsea game taking place tomorrow afternoon at 5:30, obviously at Anfield. And getting straight into the preview, starting off with the opposition Liverpool. They're currently sitting 5th on 22 points, so 3 points behind us. They've only lost 2 games so far, to be fair to them, but they've already drawn 4. And I mean, we all know what Liverpool are like. Very good and especially very fast going forward, but just rather poor, if not very poor defensively. Although saying that, in the last 3 Premier League games, they've only conceded 1 goal and scored 10. And that was against Huddersfield, West Ham and Southampton. Obviously none of those 3 are having particularly great seasons, but still, score 10, concede 1, definitely isn't bad. On Tuesday though, as I assume most of you know, they drew 3-3 in Sevilla. And well, if you don't know how the game went, you might be thinking, well, that's fair enough for them to get a draw away from home in Sevilla. They were 3-0 up after 30 minutes and conceded the 3-3 in the 93rd minute, which I find very amusing. So, you know, they're definitely not incredible at the back. They're definitely not. But like I said, they are very good going forward, especially Mohamed Salah has been playing very, very well recently. He's got 9 goals in the league alone, which makes him the top scorer in the league so far with 1 goal more than 5 other players, including Morata. And talking about how Liverpool play a little bit, in the last few games they've played a sort of 4-3-3 with Coutinho as one of the 3 central midfielders. So really, if you play FIFA Ultimate Team, the 4-3-3 fourth variation, you know, with the cam and then the 2 CMs behind him. But officially they're playing with 3 central midfielders with Mane, Firmino and Salah as the front 3. So you can see why they're very good going forward. Defensively though, players like Lovren, Klavan, Moreno also show why they can be very shaky at the back, if we're being honest. Their right back is usually a youngster, either Alexander-Arnold or Joe Gomez, who's naturally a centre-back as far as I know. At least he played right-sided centre-back in a back 3 for England. And also, both goalkeepers, Mignolet and Karius, are prone to make mistakes here and there. To be fair to them, they also make some very good saves at times, but they're more prone to mistakes than maybe other keepers in the league. Liverpool do play a very pressing type of football, which is what both helps them be very good going forward, but also sometimes it's the reason why they are very open defensively. So we have to be very careful against them, especially at defending. Yes, Liverpool might not be very good at the back, but they had 1 more day's rest than we did. They had a much shorter flight back from the Champions League game than we did. And they're at home at Anfield. So this is not going to be straightforward just because they're very poor at the back and we've been scoring a fair few goals recently. But I'll talk about what I think we have to do a little bit later. Now we'll talk about Antonio Conte's press conference. And the first thing that was noted is Antonio Conte shaved his beard off, which was the first question of the press conference. Why has he done that? Not sure why they care, but you know, they asked him anyway. And he said his daughter told him that he looked too old, and his daughter's opinion is more important than his wife's opinion apparently. Which is fair enough, I suppose. Then he said the players only got home at 6 AM on Thursday morning, which definitely isn't simple. He explained that there was some trouble with landing as well. Basically, there was just the wind. They tried to land, had to go up again and land again, basically. So it's not that big a deal, you know, that happens with planes. But to get home and into bed, basically, at 6 AM in the morning is very tough. Your sleeping pattern is completely thrown out the window, even if you have managed to sleep a little bit on the plane. But then Conte also said it's not right to find excuses and the team must try to play a good game against a strong Liverpool team tomorrow. Then he spoke about Victor Moses and he said his condition now is good. He still needs time to find his best form, but he is in the squad tomorrow and he will be on the bench. Maybe he will come on, but he will start on the bench. He wasn't asked for more team news, so I don't know if we have any other new injuries, but I doubt it, to be honest. Well, I'm very hopeful that we don't. I assume though that Charlie Musonda, Michy Batshuayi and Kennedy are still injured though. And then the last mentionable thing in the press conference was Antonio Conte praising Cesc Fabregas after he was basically asked how last year at this point he's only started 3 games and at this stage this season he's already started 17 games. Conte did definitely praise him, and like I said, he's almost started every game this season, even in pre-season, because at the time obviously we only had Fabregas and Kante, with Bakayoko being injured and Drinkwater not having signed yet. Conte said Cesc is showing incredible commitment and is also showing his quality both on and off the ball. He was asked a lot of silly questions, how he's similar to Klopp and if he knows Salah and, you know, why Chelsea sold Salah and, you know, all questions that he's not going to give a proper answer to, and are very interesting questions, to be honest. So that's that from the press conference. But now coming to Chelsea, talking about how I think we will and how I think we should line up, talking about how I think the game will go, and also my score prediction. So starting off with the lineup, and I think most of it is pretty clear what we and what Conte will go with. I mean, I might be wrong, to be honest, but I think so anyway. I'm pretty sure that we will go with a 3-5-2. It's worked well for us ever since we started using it properly, and it should help us with Liverpool's pressing in midfield. So what I think Conte will go with is Thibaut Courtois in goal. Cesar Spilicueta, Andreas Christensen and Gareth Cahill as the 3 centre-backs, although I personally would probably play Rudiger, because Rudiger is very, very quick. In the England versus Germany game, for example, Rudiger caught up with Jamie Vardy in a sprint race. Like, that says something. And Salah is playing on that side. Salah is playing on that, side where Cahill is playing and where Rudiger could be playing instead. So I think that extra pace could do us very well. But as Rudiger played in Karabakh and Cahill only came on later on in the game, I'm pretty sure Conte will go with Cahill. Then as Moses will be on the bench, it's got to be Zappacosta and Marcos Alonso, the 2 wing-backs. I truly hope we don't play Azpilicueta as the right wing-back. And the rest I think is also very clear. Kante, Bakayoko and Fabregas as the 3 centre midfielders, and Morata up front with Hazard just behind him. Now what do I think that we have to do? Well, we have to be very good defensively. I think that's the main thing that we have to be tomorrow. All of our defensive players have to be on it. The wing-backs don't have an easy job to do either, as Liverpool's fullback are very attacking. They might not be the best fullbacks, but they are very attacking. So rather than them letting put our wing-backs under pressure, we got to try to put their fullbacks under pressure to keep them from causing too much damage going forward. And almost more importantly, we have to take our chances. We have to take our chances. We will get chances, that's for sure, against Liverpool, but we have to take them. If we don't defend well, we could still win if we take our chances. And win something, crazy like 4-3 or 3-2 or whatever. Morata can't miss chances like he did miss against Karabakh when he came on. He can't miss chances like he did against Bournemouth. He simply cannot do that tomorrow. Like, it's not on. And Hazard has to play like he has done for the last few games. Maybe even try to go for goal a bit more than he has been doing. And that Liverpool defence will not be able to handle Hazard if he's on his game tomorrow. So defend well. It's quite easy. Defend well and attack well. I mean, isn't that how you win every game? But I think tomorrow that's more important than anything. Because obviously they are very good going forward and they are fairly bad defensively. So, if we do both well, we should really win, if we're being honest. So my score prediction is a 3-1 victory, which is a very bold statement. To win 3-1 at Anfield is not an easy thing. And not a thing that you just go and do, and that any team does. Like I said, maybe it's a 3-2, maybe a draw, and a draw would be an acceptable result. Taking everything into consideration, the game in Karabakh, the long travel and stuff like that, but we cannot lose. I hate Liverpool. I cannot stand them. I can't handle losing to a team that is so bad defensively, but I am somewhat confident. I am very nervous. These are the kind of games that I'm nervous about. Going away to a team like Liverpool, Man United, Man City, these are the games that you can make a statement at. At home, even against the Man City, it wouldn't have been the biggest surprise if we won. But going to, a place like Anfield, going to a place like the Etihad, Old Trafford, to win there is much bigger. And I'm just nervous because I want us to win so badly. And, I'm very hopeful that we can. I'm fairly confident that we can as well. But yeah, that's really it from me. Leave me all of your thoughts down in the comment section below. Leave me your predicted lineups down in the comment section below. And also your score predictions. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I'm going for a 3-1 win. And I know that it's a fairly bold prediction, but, sometimes you just got to be bold. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. And check out my social media, Laos1507 on Instagram and Twitter. I'd massively appreciate that. The links will also be down in the description below, so you can click them there as well. I'd massively appreciate it if you could follow me there. Don't forget to subscribe to 100% Chelsea either. Just click that button up there and you can subscribe. We massively do appreciate that, and we're grateful for any new subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. I'm buzzing for the game tomorrow. Up the Chelsea, and I'll see you next time.